Hi everyone, Carly Carey from Remax of Nanaimo, coming to you today about a hot topic on a hot market. It is September 2020 and consistently for the last several weeks, if not maybe more than a month, we've been in what could be described as a very hot market. And what that means is it's a seller's market, and oftentimes when you put an offer in on a home, it's going into multiples. The feedback I'm hearing from my buyer clients is that this is incredibly stressful and oftentimes heartbreaking, and I totally get that. I wanted to just have a quick conversation with you guys today about what we can do to win in a multiple offer. The last few listings I've had have gone into multiple offers, and I think some of you may be surprised about what actually seals the deal for the seller. It's not always the highest number, although of course in a multiple offer, now is not the time to go in at a lower rate or a lower number to get a deal. This is when you want to be as competitive as possible. The first tip I'll say is don't overstretch yourself. Don't go over your budget. If you are uncomfortable with the amount of money you need to offer to get the property, then the property's not for you. That leads me to my second tip, which is the right property will come at the right time. Buying a house is an emotional roller coaster, even under the best circumstances. I never want any of my buyer clients to feel pressured into buying a home that isn't going to serve all their needs and also something that they can afford every month. Oftentimes people are surprised it's not always about the number. Sometimes it's about just the subjects, having cleaner subjects. Just this week, I removed partial subjects on a home that I represented the buyer on. So what that meant was we knew we had a strong number, we knew we had a strong contract, we just needed a little bit more time to make sure that we had the proper finances in place. So we agreed to remove subjects on everything else earlier, such as subject to inspection, insurance, etc. But we just asked for a little bit more time for subject to finance. You don't have to remove all your subjects at the same time, and sometimes it shows the seller that you're in good faith working towards closing the contract as soon as possible. The other thing, and what I experienced with one seller recently, was sometimes it's sentimental. We had a multiple offer situation for a home that I had for sale, and the contracts were pretty close to even in numbers, subjects were clean, and one of the buyers was a family, and the other agent reached out to me and sort of told me a little bit about their story and asked if I could relay that to the seller, and I did. And the seller was parting ways with their home, their family home, and it really provided them with a lot of comfort knowing that another family would get it. Now that's not always the case, but I just wanted to offer up some information about the story behind who's buying the home, because we often get emotionally attached to our family homes, and reasonably so. So those are some quick tips for you. Buying in a hot market, putting in a competitive offer. Sometimes it's about the money, and sometimes it's about clean subjects, and sometimes it's about the story behind the buyer. I'm here if you have any questions about buying or selling, and I look forward to working for you and with you, and I'm wishing you guys getting your dream home.